Have you ever wondered if your body could heal itself faster than medicine suggests? Imagine if within minutes, simply by shifting your thoughts, your focus, and your energy, your health could begin to transform. Many people believe healing takes weeks, months, or even years, but what if you could spark real change in minutes? Not through magic, but through the science of the mind-body connection, what modern researchers now call quantum healing. Before we dive deep, let me ask you this. Are you willing to give yourself permission to step beyond the limits you've been told? Because the truth is, much of our suffering doesn't come only from physical conditions, but from the stories we repeat to ourselves every single day. The way we think, the emotions we recycle, the stress we hold on to, all of this programs the body into sickness or health. If you're here, it means you're ready to learn something that can completely reshape the way you see health, energy, and even life itself. So I invite you, don't just watch this video casually. Sit with it, breathe with it, and allow the words and concepts to sink in. Take notes if you need to. Share it with someone who's been struggling. And most importantly, apply even one idea you'll learn here today, because sometimes just one small shift can create ripples that change your whole future. Now, let's begin by breaking down what quantum healing really means. The foundation of quantum healing. Traditional medicine often sees the body as a machine. If a part breaks, you repair or replace it. But human beings are not machines. We are living systems where thoughts, emotions, energy, and biology interact constantly. Quantum healing rests on the idea that the mind and body are deeply connected, that what happens in your consciousness directly affects your physical health. Modern science has begun to catch up with this truth. Studies in neuroscience and epigenetics show that stress can weaken the immune system, while gratitude and meditation can strengthen it. But what's even more fascinating is this. The body responds to imagined experiences almost the same way it responds to real ones. Think of a time you remembered something embarrassing and your face flushed, or when you imagined a scary situation and your heart began to race. Nothing was real in that moment, yet your body reacted. This is the gateway to quantum healing. If your thoughts can make you sick, then your thoughts can also make you well. Why healing can happen in minutes? You might wonder if this is true. Why don't hospitals prescribe thought practices instead of drugs? It's because mainstream health is still catching up with this concept. But pioneers like Dr. Joe Dispenza have shown through thousands of brain scans and studies that when you change your state of consciousness, your body can reorganize itself into health very quickly. Here's why. Your cells are constantly responding to your inner environment. Hormones, chemicals, and energy signals tell them how to behave. Stress tells them to shut down growth and prepare for survival. Calmness tells them to repair and rebuild. Joy and gratitude tell them to expand and thrive. So, when you deliberately shift your state through meditation, breathing, visualization, or sound, you're sending a brand new set of instructions to your cells. And because the body is always listening, the effects can begin within minutes. Think about it. When someone hears devastating news, they can collapse in seconds. If the negative can act that quickly, why can't the positive? A practical example. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself in a place where you feel completely safe. Maybe it's the beach, maybe a forest, or maybe just your room filled with soft light. In that space, take a deep breath and imagine golden light filling your chest. With each breath, let it expand further down into your stomach, your legs, your arms, all the way to your fingertips. Now picture that golden light as intelligent energy, washing through your body, dissolving tension, repairing cells, calming your heart. Stay with it. Within a minute, your breathing slows, you're nervous. System begins to relax, and healing is already underway. That's not just imagination. Your body is following your mind's lead. This is the very essence of quantum healing, creating conditions inside You where wellness becomes the natural choice. Why most people struggle. But let's be honest, if it's this simple, why isn't everyone doing it? The answer is, most of us are addicted to stress. We've been conditioned to believe that struggle is normal, that healing is long and painful, and that our health is outside our control. We wake up thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same emotions, and repeating the same cycles. In that state, the body doesn't get the signal to change. That's why one of the greatest acts of power you can take is to interrupt that cycle. Even pausing for 5 minutes a day to breathe deeply, to visualize wellness, to feel gratitude. It's not just a relaxation exercise. It's literally reprogramming your cells. So here's my challenge to you right now. Don't just listen and nod. Pause this video for 2 minutes, close your eyes, and let your body feel gratitude for something small. When you come back, notice how your energy already shifted. That's the doorway opening, when you begin to understand that your body is not separate from your mind. A new question arises. What exactly connects the two? The answer lies in energy, what science now calls electromagnetic fields. Every thought you think produces an electrical signal in the brain. Every emotion you feel produces a magnetic field in the heart. Together, your mind and your heart create a powerful electromagnetic signature that radiates beyond your body. This field is not just invisible energy, it's real information. It tells your cells how to behave. It communicates with your immune system, and it even influences the environment around you. Dr. Joe Dispenza often says, "Change your energy, change your life." That's not a metaphor, it's physics. The science of coherence. So how do you change your energy? It starts with coherence. Coherence means harmony, when your heart, your brain, and your emotions are aligned. Imagine an orchestra tuning. They're instruments. At first, it sounds chaotic, random notes, no order. But when they begin to play together in rhythm, it becomes music. The body is the same. Stress, worry, and negative thinking create incoherent signals that are scattered and chaotic. This confuses your cells, weakens your immunity, and drains your energy. But when you shift into emotions like gratitude, love, and joy, your heart sends a steady rhythm, your brain waves synchronize, and your body finds harmony. This coherent state is where healing accelerates. And here's the fascinating part. It doesn't take hours. Brain scans show that within minutes of practicing heart-centered breathing, people move into coherence. Their stress hormones drop, their immune markers rise, and their minds become calmer and clearer. Why healing feels like a miracle? People often describe their healing as a miracle. They say the pain disappeared overnight, or the condition began to reverse in days. But when you look closer, you realize it wasn't a miracle in the sense of defying laws of nature. It was a miracle because they finally aligned with those laws. The body is designed to heal. Every cut wants to close, every cell wants to regenerate. But we constantly interrupt this natural process with fear, stress, and doubt. The moment you step into coherence, you stop interfering. You give the body permission to do what it's been waiting to do all along. So yes, it feels miraculous, but it's simply the natural intelligence of the body unleashed. Real transformations. Over the years, thousands of people practicing these techniques have shared their stories. People who lived with chronic pain for decades, suddenly finding freedom. Cancer patients experiencing remission after changing their inner state. Others overcoming depression and anxiety, not through external fixes, but through reconnecting with their own energy and consciousness. One woman described attending a meditation retreat where she visualized healing light surrounding her body each morning. Within weeks, her symptoms faded. Doctors couldn't explain it, but she knew what happened. Her body responded to her new reality. These aren't isolated stories, they are repeating patterns. And the pattern is clear. When you shift your inner world, your outer health begins to transform. A simple practice you can try today. Let's pause for a moment. I want to guide you through something simple, because theory without practice changes nothing. Close your eyes if you can. Place one hand over your heart. Slow your breathing. Inhale to the count of 5. Exhale to the count of 5. Now as you breathe, bring to mind a moment that made you feel truly grateful. It doesn't matter how small, maybe a smile, a kind word, the warmth of sunlight on your skin. Let that feeling grow as you breathe. Stay with it for 1 minute. Now, open your eyes. Notice the shift. Even in this short time, your body began producing new chemistry. Stress hormones decreased, repair hormones increased. That is quantum healing in action right now in your own experience. Why repetition matters. But here's something you need to understand. Doing this once won't transform your life forever. Just like going to the gym one time won't build lasting strength. Your body has been programmed by years of repetitive stress, fear, and negative self-talk. To rewire it, you need consistent practice. If you're starting to see the possibilities here, don't stop now. Share this knowledge, because the world needs it. Too many people still believe they are prisoners of their conditions. Show them there's another way. And if you're feeling a spark inside, if part of you knows you were meant to live healthier, freer, and more vibrant, then stay with me, because we're only just getting started. We've seen how coherence between the heart and brain can ignite rapid healing. But to understand the full picture, we need to go deeper into how thoughts become matter. This is not just philosophy, it's neurochem, how thoughts become biology. Every thought you have triggers a chemical response. Think about stress. When you imagine the worst, your brain releases cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart races, your muscles tighten, and your immune system shuts down. Now imagine joy. When you picture yourself succeeding, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin. You feel lighter, stronger, more motivated. What does this mean? Your body doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. If you continuously think negative thoughts, you condition your body to live in stress. If you continuously think positive, healing thoughts, you condition your body for health. Dr. Joe explains it simply. Your thoughts can make you sick, but they can also make you well. The role of belief in healing. Here's where many people miss the key. It's not enough to just think a new thought, you must believe it. Why? Because belief changes the emotional signature attached to your thought. If you think, I am healing, but deep down you doubt it, your body receives mixed signals. But when you believe, when you feel as though it's already true, your brain produces the same chemistry as if it were real. This is why people in placebo studies often improve even when given sugar pills. Their belief alone creates measurable biological changes. Imagine the power of combining belief with conscious practice. Visualization. Rehearsing your future. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools in quantum healing. When you vividly imagine a healthy, vibrant version of yourself, your brain doesn't register it as just pretend. Instead, it begins wiring new neural pathways. Athletes have used this for decades, mentally rehearsing movements until their bodies perform flawlessly in reality. But what many don't realize is that the same principle applies to health. When you visualize yourself strong, energetic, and free from illness, your brain begins instructing your body to align with that picture. So ask yourself, what future do you rehearse every day? Is it one filled with worry and fear? Or is it one where you're thriving, healed, and alive with energy? The choice matters more than you realize. A guided imagination practice. Let's try something right now. Close your eyes and imagine yourself 6 months from today, living in your healthiest state. Picture yourself waking up energized, moving freely, smiling with ease. Imagine the details, the clarity in your mind, the strength in your body, the peace in your heart. Now, feel it not as a dream, but as a reality that already exists. Smile as if you are that version of you right now. Let your body believe it. Let your cells receive the signal. When you do this daily, you're no longer hoping for change, you're creating it. Why imagination is more powerful than willpower. You might wonder, can't I just push myself with willpower? The truth is, willpower is limited. It relies on force, discipline, and effort. Imagination, however, is limitless. When you imagine, you bypass the conscious mind and speak directly to the subconscious, the part of you that controls 95% of your biology. This is why children heal faster. They live in imagination, not resistance. They believe easily, and their bodies follow. As adults, we forget this natural ability. But the good news is, you can reclaim it, breaking the cycle of the past. One of the biggest obstacles to healing is the cycle of the past. Every morning, most people wake up and think the same thoughts, feel the same emotions, and live the same day. This repetition wires the body into the past, keeping illness and stress alive. Quantum healing invites you to break that cycle by rehearsing a new future. Every time you imagine and believe in your healing, you're teaching your body to live in tomorrow, not yesterday. You're no longer defined by your diagnosis, but by your vision. So here's a challenge. Tonight, before you sleep, instead of replaying worries, close your eyes and imagine your body glowing with health. See it, feel it, believe it. Repeat this every night, and you'll be amazed at how your mornings begin to change. Remember, your health is not a random event, it's a creation. And you hold the power to shape it. If thoughts and imagination are powerful enough to rewire the brain and influence biology, then meditation is the laboratory where this transformation truly unfolds. Meditation is not about sitting silently with closed eyes. It is about entering a state where you go beyond the noise of daily life and connect with a deeper intelligence that exists both within and around you. Meditation as a healing tool. For centuries, spiritual traditions taught that meditation heals. But now neuroscience confirms it. When you meditate, your brain waves shift from high-frequency beta, associated with stress and survival, into alpha, theta, and even gamma states. Alpha brain waves bring relaxation and creativity. Theta brain waves connect you to the subconscious mind. Gamma brain waves are linked to expanded states of awareness and rapid healing. What happens in these states is extraordinary. Your body stops producing stress chemicals and starts producing chemicals of repair. Your immune system activates, inflammation reduces, and new neural pathways form. Meditation is not escape, it is the most direct way of instructing your body to heal. The frequency of healing. Everything in the universe vibrates at a certain frequency. Your thoughts, your emotions, your body, they all emit signals. Negative emotions like anger and fear vibrate at lower frequencies. Love, gratitude, and joy vibrate at higher frequencies. When you live in low frequencies, your body contracts, your energy field weakens, and illness thrives. But when you raise your frequency through elevated emotions, your cells literally begin to operate differently. They receive new information, they repair faster, and they communicate more efficiently. Dr. Joe's research shows that people who enter these elevated states during meditation can raise the energy of their entire body. The magnetic field of the heart expands, and healing signals radiate far beyond what normal biology would suggest. Surrender, the secret ingredient. But here's something most people don't realize. The fastest healing happens not when you force it, but when you surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up, it means releasing control and trusting the intelligence of life itself. Think about it. Your body already knows how to heal a cut, digest food, or grow new cells. You don't have to consciously manage it. The same intelligence can handle far greater transformations if you stop interfering with fear, doubt, and resistance. Meditation teaches surrender. It allows you to let go of your old identity, your old story, and your old patterns. And in that openness, the body and mind reorganize themselves into a new reality. Stories of surrender and healing. There are countless stories of people who experienced profound healing the moment they stopped trying so hard. One man struggling with a chronic illness described how, during meditation, he simply gave up the fight and felt waves of love wash over him. Within weeks, his symptoms drastically reduced. Another woman said she stopped asking, "When will I heal?" and instead surrendered to gratitude for the present moment. That shift opened the door, and her body began to change rapidly. It wasn't about doing more. It was about letting go, a short surrender practice. Let's do something simple right now. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine all the tension, all the resistance, melting away like ice under the sun. Breathe in, and as you exhale, whisper in your mind, "I trust." With every breath, let go of needing to control. Let go of timelines, let go of doubts. Just allow your body to be. Notice the peace that enters when you stop fighting. This state of surrender is not weakness, it is strength, it is alignment. And in that alignment, healing accelerates. Why this matters? Many people believe health is a battle. But when you see it differently, you realize it's not about fighting disease, it's about creating wellness. And wellness is not built through force, but through alignment with the energy of life itself. Meditation and surrender place you in harmony with that energy. And when you live there, not only does your body begin to heal, but your mind expands, your relationships improve, and your entire life begins to feel lighter. So if you've been waiting for a sign to start meditating, not tomorrow, not someday, but today, this is it. Even 10 minutes can begin shifting your biology. But remember, it's not about perfection. It's about consistency. The more you surrender, the more your body responds. And before long, what once seemed impossible begins to feel natural. If there's one truth to carry from this entire journey, it is this: your health is not fixed, it is fluid. It responds to your thoughts, your emotions, your energy, and your beliefs. Every single day, you are either programming your body for stress or programming it for healing. And the choice is in your hands. Emotions, the chemical messengers of health. Every emotion you feel is chemistry in motion. Fear triggers cortisol, which lowers immunity. Anger floods the body with adrenaline, which keeps you stuck in survival. But gratitude, love, and joy release oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin, chemicals that strengthen immunity, repair cells, and elevate your whole system. This is why gratitude is often called the master healing emotion. It's not just a nice feeling. Gratitude tells your body, it's safe to grow, safe to repair, safe to thrive. When you live in gratitude, your nervous system calms, your heart rate balances, and your brain shifts into coherence. It is the most direct and simple way to invite healing, training the body for healing daily. Healing is not a one-time event. It is a lifestyle, a daily choice. Just as your body becomes addicted to stress through repetition, it can become addicted to wellness the same way. Here's a simple framework to practice every day. Morning intention. Upon waking, before touching your phone, close your eyes and visualize yourself healthy, strong, and full of energy. Feel it as if it's already real. Breathing into coherence. Take 5 minutes to breathe deeply into your heart, feeling gratitude for even the smallest things. Daily visualization. Imagine golden light moving through your body, restoring every cell. Evening gratitude. Before sleep, recall 3 moments from your day that you're thankful for. Let that vibration carry into your dreams. It doesn't take hours. These simple, consistent practices rewire your brain and instruct your body to live in wellness. The shift from victim to creator. One of the most profound shifts in healing is moving from the mindset of a victim to that of a creator. Victims wait for life to happen to them. Creators understand that life responds to their energy. When you realize your thoughts and emotions shape your biology, you stop asking, "When will I get better?" and start declaring, "I am getting better now." That declaration alone begins to shift your chemistry. You are not powerless. You are the most powerful influence in your own healing journey. Take one last deep breath with me. Inhale slowly. As you exhale, imagine releasing all old stories about sickness, fear, or limits. With your next inhale, imagine filling your body with radiant energy. Bright, golden, and alive. See yourself healed. Feel yourself healed. Believe yourself healed. Moment right there is quantum healing. And it is always available to you. So remember this. Healing does not need to take years. It can begin in minutes. Your body is listening to every thought, every feeling, every belief you choose. When you live in gratitude, coherence, and surrender, you activate the natural intelligence that has been waiting to bring you back to wholeness. Now, it's your turn. Practice it, share it, teach it. The world is waiting for more people who embody this truth. And if this message touched you today, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you love. Subscribe so you never miss the knowledge that can transform your life. And leave a comment below. What part of today's journey spoke to you the most? Because healing is not just personal. It is collective. And by raising your energy, you help raise the energy of the entire world.